theory.
Jay.
I'm telling you, it's all a plot for Oli. Now they're going to sign Sancho because it's a plot. He knew, okay, if I lose, the fans are going to get upset. The board's going to, the fans are going to get upset, and then the board's going to have to react. So they're going to have to sign Sancho. And I'm telling you, it's happening.
We're back, bro. It's the Back 5 review show. New thing that we're doing, bro. Every time, maybe not every time, but most times there's a game week. We're going to be talking about it, how we feel about it, what we think about it, and everything. You know what I mean? I know you guys know what I mean. Like, share the video, subscribe. You know how it be, bro. Let's get right into it. Tobes, take us away, man.
Alright, yeah, as you can see, it's only the three of us today. The other two just went on holiday without notice. We're not sure if they'll be back or not, but hopefully they will be. Anyway, first up, Everton beat, I've already forgotten, did they beat again? 5-2, West Brom, yes. Beat West Brom. Okay, so Everton beat West Brom. And Leeds beat, I'm going blank. Did they beat again? Fulham. Yes. Got it. So Everton beat West Brom and Leeds beat Fulham. So basically the question I have for you boys is, how far can Everton and Leeds go respectively this season? What's their ceiling?
I said top up for Leeds, I called it. I said top up.
And you still maintain that? No concerns about the defense, nothing?
Hey, bro. I mean, it is what it is, bro. You can always score bad defense, but anyway, no, I think Leeds and like I said with Everton, I do back they're going to get a top 6 finish. Although I'm not sure if that's going to be at the expense of Arsenal anymore. It might be at the expense of this. So, yeah.
Okay. Don, what are your thoughts on Everton and Leeds?
Bro, I told you guys in our previous video, right? Go watch our predictions video. I told you guys Everton are a top tier team. I mean, I don't really back them defensively, but going forward, they're really amazing. I can't lie, right? Same with Leeds. Going forward, they're pretty good, but defensively, they're pretty trash. But with Everton, my prediction stays the same. I predicted them to finish 5th. They're going to finish 5th because I said so, and because Cameron Shaw disagreed with me. That's why they're going to finish 5th. With Leeds, I mean, I don't see them reaching top half of the table. I think 13th, 14th, good spot for them. I think that would constitute a good season. Nothing like outstanding or mind-blowing, but that's a good season, and that's where I see them, 13th, 14th.
Yeah, with Everton, nothing much has really surprised me. But I will say one thing though, I did expect to see maybe a few chemistry issues, but I haven't seen that so far. 2 games in, and I can honestly say the only weakness I see in that Everton team, whether it be tactically, structurally, anything, overall, it's honestly just Yerry Mina. I think he's the only one who's costing them defensively, and obviously Holgate's injured right now, so that's why he's probably starting. But yeah, going forward, crazy. Alan's been amazing, and I still maintain my prediction that they'll win the best of the rest title. But I'm not sure if they'll crack into that top 6. But yeah, we'll see. And with Leeds, I think their ceiling is top half finish, but I'm not sure I can make that prediction yet. I feel like I need a bigger sample size, and also they were linked with Dan James this week, so there probably is an issue with depth and all of that. So come December, you never know. They might be deep in injury, and they might be, like John said, 15th, 14th, and will look like a completely different Leeds side. Especially because they can't defend right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think if they manage to sort out defensive issues, like they can sign a few defenders, I'm willing to bump it up from 13th, 14th to 11th, 12th. But I genuinely don't see top half because I mean there's Everton, Wolves, Leicester, and that's 7, 8, 9. So there's only really 10th left for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a personnel issue at Leeds. They just concede really stupid goals and penalties. So That's just a concentration thing. But yeah, bouncing off Leeds, should we be worried about Fulham? 2 games in, I think, 7 goals conceded. They've scored 3. Should we be worried about them? Is it too soon?
Yeah, man. I think Fulham are just certified losers, bro. If we stand up and say, no, like, seriously, bro. I'm not even surprised in the slightest. I don't know, like, yo, it's just terrible all around. I can't even say where they're gonna improve. Like, there's a lack of creativity going forward, and then at the back it's a mess. And then it's like, what is going on? Like, when I see Fulham, I don't know where to even start. I can't even give suggestions.
Yeah, the one thing I'll give Fulham is that they have a bit of fight. So I think they'll be in a relegation battle the whole season. But I just hope, for their sake, that they stay within like 2-3 points of safety, because I feel like there's a bit of a spirit in that team this season. It's not as naive as they were when they previously came, where they thought they could just outball everyone. Like, they're still bad at defending and stuff, but yeah, that match against Leeds kind of showed me that there's a bit of fight in this team this time. So yeah, if they can stay within 2-3 points of safety, yeah, I'll give them a chance until the very end. But yeah, right now,
they need to get out of
I feel like
they need to get a win soon. If it's otherwise, their morale is just gonna die, and I don't see a recovery if they keep this up at the moment. They really need something in the next 2 games, I'd say.
I feel like judging them based on like the Leeds game isn't really it's not like an accurate representation, because I mean they both came from the Championship, you know, so they were basically playing a game from last season again, you know what I mean. I didn't watch them play against Leeds last season, so I can't say if they've improved or not based on that. But I mean, like, I feel like we should give it 3-4 more games maybe before we say that they're going to be fighting relegation.
Just in time.
Oh, hello.
Bruh.
Who did in the first game?
I forgot. That's not important right now. But yeah, moving on.
Literally doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah, okay, moving on to our next topic. United lost their first game of the season 3-1 to Crystal Palace. And that's why Shaw's not here, because he's a coward. So that's why Shaw's not here, because he's a coward. He's been getting grief all weekend, and it was his time to account. He was supposed to have the stage right now to speak his mind, but he's not here because he's a coward. So we'll just
hold on. You're forgetting something. Shaw is also a Chelsea fan. So he's twice the coward that you guys think he is, bro. He's twice the coward. He's dodging 2 things, bro. But we'll talk about Chelsea later. Don't worry about it.
He's the 2-time.
Okay. Anyway, talk to me, boys. What happened with United this weekend?
The first most obvious thing was the squad selection. What was going on there?
Yeah.
What was happening?
Well, Bruno has a conspiracy theory that he can share with the people, actually.
I'm telling you, it's all a plot for Oli. Now they're going to sign Sancho because it's a plot. He knew, okay, if I lose, the fans are going to get upset. The board's going to, the fans are going to get upset, and then the board's going to have to react. So they're going to have to sign Sancho. And I'm telling you, it's happening.
What Boone just said in layman's terms is that United threw the game. Manchester United, biggest football club in England, they threw the game. They're involved in match fixing.
Can I tell you what's crazy about that? Is I agree. I literally agree. Once I saw the starting 11, I was like, yo, Boone really might be onto something.
I promise you. The same thing happened in January. They lose to Burnley. Next week they sign Bruno. I promise you. I promise you it's happening.
Yo, Boone is pushing unreal propaganda. Listen, I disagree, because they were linked with Bruno for like over a year. They've been linked with Sancho over a year, so it's just a matter of time anyway. I think this weekend they were just bad. If we're just keeping it honest, no conspiracy theories. United were just terrible. No one dropped the performance above 3 out of 10. It was just awful around. There was no energy. There weren't no effort on defense. Yeah, it was just tough to watch. I mean, not for me, obviously. I don't mind United losing. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I was stoked.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
But I will give them Actually, no. I'll protect Shaw on one thing. Actually, not Shaw. Ollie did say that they're struggling with the fact that they don't get an off season, or that preseason was so short, and that's why they were a bit leggy. Because Arsenal were also leggy, but we'll touch on that later. But yeah, he was saying that they need 4 or 5 games before we'll see the best United. But yeah. Anyway, there was sorry.
You can agree with him. At the same time, if that means they could be like 12 points behind the big guns, Liverpool and Arsenal.
that's just assuming they lose 4 games in a row. Then he's getting sacked.
Like they're already 6 points behind Everton and us. They're 6 points behind, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, something else happened in that United game. Yeah. Okay. Finish your conspiracy theories.
I have big news. Transfer news. Cameron Shaw has just been released from his prison, bro. Just got that announcement right now, bro. Literally just came up right now. Cameron Shaw has been released. I don't know if he'll be able to join the video, but he just announced he's finally leaving quarantine. He's been released. So yeah, free show is over.
Free show. No, but listen to this. Ever since Sir Alex, okay, they had Moyes, which they didn't really back. They never gave him the cash. But then they gave Van Gaal, they gave him cash. Like they gave him so much money. Then he did well. He got like 3rd or something. Next season, didn't back him, fired. Then comes Mourinho. They gave him cash. Pogba, Ibra, they splashed. Okay, backed him, got 2nd. Next season, fired. Last year, they gave him Bruno. They I don't know who else they signed, but they did business. They backed Ollie. That's what I'm trying to get at. Got 3rd this year. Are they back him? At the moment, United have signed the league players out of any other Premier League team.
Nah, that's fake. Nah, I can't believe that, bro. I can't believe that. Nah, I'm sorry, that sounds fake.
It's just funny.
They signed or more. I promise you. There's this conspiracy. It's business, bro. Sandal, talk to me, dog. You know when the business is going down, it's all good because you just know it's gonna come back up. It's just business is down now. They know, okay, life, it's down. So now they're gonna sign a new manager come December, and guess what? Next year they're back. Same thing. This is a business cycle. It's like United's like a product life cycle. If they come in, then they're like 2 months later they're out.
Okay. Thank you for that business lecture on United's finances. Interesting. But yeah, moving on. Thoughts on the Arsenal game? What do you boys think about Arteta's tricky gunners?
Somebody who rose to West Ham a lot. And thought was actually you two, both of you. You should have a lot to answer for.
We took 3 points, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I also don't know what you're talking about.
You got 3 points, bro.
You guys have a lot to answer for based on your comments on West Ham.
Yeah, it was a strange game. Going into it, I was hoping, expecting. Now I'll own my expectations. I was expecting us to win 4-0, score 5 goals maybe. I expected us to annihilate, but yeah, we started pretty well. Like the first half was pretty good. We were dominating, and then it's like for an hour or so we were just nowhere. We were just weathering a storm. Yeah, West Ham, I have to give it to them. They bounced back nicely from the opening game. It's like we switched roles actually, because last week Arsenal was so energetic, working out of the ball, all that stuff. Movement was good. We were creating chances, and then West Ham was like dead. They looked like they were going to finish on 12 points this season. And then this weekend, it looked like we were going to finish on 12 points because we couldn't create, giving away dumb chances, and no one was working out of the ball. But yeah, I think that's the type of game under Unai Emery would have lost. I can't explain it, but I just feel like that's the type of game we would have lost when our backs were against the wall for such a long period of time. So yeah, kudos to Arteta for, giving us a bit of a backbone and just weathering a storm and then scoring a late winner we didn't deserve. I'm happy.
I won't lie, bro.
I think it shows.
As much as we took the 3 points, I don't think we deserved it, bro.
We did not deserve 3 points.
we genuinely did not deserve the 3 points. I'm not going to complain about it, obviously. Bro. 2 points, 2 points. I'll take it any day of the week, bro. I don't care if we scored like 4 own goals and we still took 3 points, but I'll take that any day of the week. But like, bro, we were bad in the second half, eh? Like as Top said on our group, that was probably the worst game under Arteta, and I agree, bro. Or rather, the worst half under Arteta, because we were pretty decent the first 35 minutes. I didn't even see Arteta ball in the second half, so I mean, I genuinely don't know what happened. We just switched off, bro, and it was done.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really.
Like,
go for it.
Yeah. So I'm saying it's just like it shows the character of like that those really good teams, because you know any team can like thrash another team by a couple of goals and keep a clean sheet. But like I think it really shows character of a really like great team when they can grind out those games where you just don't deserve to win and then just win. So I definitely I'm a big fan of Arteta. I put you guys in the top 4. I promise you that like it's you're in the right place. You're in the right place. So I think it's obviously not a good game. Definitely, yeah. You guys are on the right track.
Yeah. Moving on to the other team in North London, a bit of controversy surrounding a certain central attacking midfielder. Dele Alli has gone missing. Where's he gone? What's happening with Dele Alli?
Tandro, talk to
Anyone
us.
know? No one has a clue in the media. Maybe Tandro has Mourinho's number or Dele's number. What's happening there with Spurs with Dele Alli?
No one has a clue. But I told you, as soon as he took him off on halftime, and I said it, Dele was nowhere near our worst player, and he didn't deserve to come off at halftime. I knew something went wrong from that time. Then he was dropped for the Europa League game. I told him. Then he didn't even make the subs for this game. I think it's written in the stars. The writing is on the wall. Yeah, I think this relationship's come to an end now. I do think Dele is on his way out. I've heard there's like talks with PSG. I actually think that might be a decent move for him. I don't know about PSG. At least he'll have an opportunity. No, at least he'll have an opportunity to make his name at a big club. But I don't see what's in it for PSG. I'm just like,
I don't think he starts at PSG though.
And neither do I. But I still think, at the end of the day, PSG are a strong squad.
And they're in the Champions League.
He's still in place in Champions League football. Like, there's no way he's not going to get a game or 2 every so often under his belt. But I don't know if that's what he wants. You know what I mean? I don't know what Dele's head is at. I don't know what Mourinho's head is at. But like, at least the performance this week was encouraging. Like, even if he leaves, we'll be fine, I suppose. I'm not happy about him. I'm certainly not happy. But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose.
Yeah. So speaking of Spurs' performance this week. Yeah, they won. So quite simply, they won 5-2 without their new signings. So yeah, I guess the question of the week is: should we be worried about Spurs? Did people underestimate them in the preview episode?
Spurs are very inconsistent, so I'm not going to take this as something to be. I'm not going to look at this as something to be taken seriously. At least until we do this for 3 or 4 more game weeks. I'm going to excuse the Everton game. I don't think we deserve to lose the Everton game. I think that was a one. That should have been a draw. I think that should have been a draw. I think a draw was a fair result. We just lost it towards the end. And then we thoroughly deserved to win the Southampton game. So I'm going to see the next 2 or 3 game weeks where we stand. But I don't think Spurs are a force to be reckoned with at the moment from what we've seen. I genuinely think that was just Kane and Son having a field day.
So do you think that Spurs will still finish fifth despite getting Reguilon and Gareth Bale?
I think if we finish fifth, it'll actually still be a very successful season. So I am going to say yes. No, there's been
after getting Bale.
Dude, trust me, anything outside top 4 is a bad season for the top 6 clubs, man. Unless you get a new manager in like December.
After getting Gareth Bale, you still feel fifth is good. Like,
competing with City, competing with Chelsea, we're competing with United, we're competing with you guys.
You have to get it done.
I really won't be too disappointed with fifth. I'm hoping we can still get a Champions League spot. Like maybe if we steal 4th place or win Europa or something. Yeah.
You can go to the FA Cup somehow.
They're winning Europa. If Mourinho's like this a serial winner. So they either
find
get top
something.
4. Dude, Mourinho.
Yeah, so final game of the weekend, the main event, or not the main event actually. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Thoughts on that game?
Unlucky Chelsea.
Nah.
I was just about to say that. I feel like that was Chelsea's game to take, bro. But that red card, hey, bro, it literally ruined it. I won't lie. I feel like Chelsea could have scraped a young 1-0 there somewhere, bro. But that red card just killed them. I won't lie. Like after that, it was done.
I knew it was meant to be, bro. George missed the penalty.
Yeah, that was weird.
No,
that one was strange.
They were already like 2-0 down at that point. Like everyone was deflated. I mean, I saw it was game over after the red card, literally. Once they went 2-0 down, I was like, it's done now, bro. They'll never come back from this. Not with 10 men against
They
Liverpool.
weren't ravaged as badly as like it might suggest. Like, obviously, there's a stupid mistake from Kepa, but they actually they fought, bro. I know it wasn't much of a game, but they fought, bro. I don't think they were ravaged as badly as people might think.
Well, they weren't ravaged, but you could tell like after the red, they were just a different team, bro. Like everyone was down after the red. Definitely.
Yeah, it was interesting. When it was 11v11, Chelsea were definitely in the game. I mean, they weren't creating much, but they were in the game, and that's always good against teams like Liverpool and City. Just got to stay in the game as long as possible. And yeah, I agree. After the red card, it was just like it was just a matter of when Liverpool scored and how many they score. It was never going to finish 0-0, and Chelsea were never going to steal it 1-0. But I will give them credit for this. They hung in there, like they fought. Like Liverpool didn't have like easy chances. Like they weren't just creating and creating and creating. There was a lot of side-to-side action, and I know we normally make fun of Chelsea's defense, but yeah, they stayed quite strong and resolute. And even the goal they conceded, that Mane goal, that's just, mate, that's like
Which one?
the header. Sorry, the header.
First one.
That's just like I don't know. Like you just sometimes that happens, man. The ball just
Yeah.
It was
It was a hot goal. I can't lie though. Like I think you're scoring that against anyone. So
yeah. I mean, if you're
Yeah, like
passing,
Three passes and 7 players are out the game. Just like
yeah.
I don't know.
they got deleted. So
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
nitpick, you
But
could say that Alonso wasn't track, you sort of ball watching Reece James as well, didn't track Mane, didn't look over your shoulder. But yeah, I just resist inch perfect, so some things you just gotta accept.
But for me, he had Timo in his pocket, so
you talk about the penalty.
Yeah, we'll get there. I saw a stat. It didn't impress me that much, but I want to know what you guys think of it. Thiago completed 76 passes in his 45-minute debut, and it is a Premier League record for most passes in a half. I don't know what you guys think of that. 75.
75.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think of that stat? What does that do to you? What does that do for you?
irrelevant.
I think the interesting part is that it's more than any other Chelsea player registered in the whole game.
Yeah, but
I
see,
think that's the interesting.
yeah, I get that, but it's against 10 men.
There's a lot of side-to-side action. Tony said like Chelsea, yeah, there was a lot of side-to-side action. I don't know how many of those passes were crucial passes.
I mean,
Exactly. Like.
But then also,
Okay, wait. How many chances did he create that game though, or rather that half?
I don't know. It's not necessarily his job, but yeah, I hear you. I'm just not impressed because it was against 10 men.
I'm saying like yeah, but Liverpool had like 70% possession, so I mean obviously they're gonna be spamming passes. So
but I do think what is impressive how he just slipped into Henderson's role like seamlessly. Like you wouldn't have expected that to be his debut. Like he literally was just there all of a sudden. Like he knew where everyone was. And after one training session, I think that's really impressive. But obviously he didn't do like anything mind blowing. One or two like pretty sexy passes, but like you can't do that nowadays. So even Henderson's ball to Mane for that red card was so hot. Yeah. It was so crazy. But yeah, so I did think it was really crazy. I could just seamlessly fit in. So yeah, future's bright.
Yeah, speaking of the elephant in the room. What are our thoughts on that whole red card incident? Do we think ref or Vieira made a right decision, or the ref made the correct decision initially?
I feel it's a good tackle. I would have made that tackle probably differently, but I would have made that tackle. But I don't think it warrants a red because Mane didn't get to the ball. You hear me? And it's as much as we know Mane is fast. You know what I mean? It's just hard to be like, nah, he would have gotten there. You know what I mean? Because Kepa was there. You know. So I don't know. I don't think he deserved a red, but yeah, I would have made the same type of tackle.
Just like, if being honest, that's a hard tackle in the monkey, bro. Around the neck.
Yeah,
that's what
getting taken around the neck.
That's what I was saying the other day about reasonable doubt, bro. I can't say with 100% certainty Mane would have gotten there, and he didn't get there at the end of the day. So that's why I don't think a red was warranted necessarily. But I'm not going to defend Christensen. That was a needless tackle. Number one, at least if you let Mane score, you'll be down 1-0. And you'll have 11 men and you'll win the game like you were the whole time before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the game Christensen effectively cost them that game because they were out of it as soon as they were reduced to 10 men. At least they would have had a chance to pull it back, even if Mane scored.
Yeah, I agree that tackle had to be made. That's one of those things. But he should have made the tackle smart. I think just a slight short pull that holds him up a little bit.
Just a short pull, yeah.
Just holds him up a little bit. Let Kepa get there. They get the free kick, and the ref can't really give the red because Kepa got there, even though Mane did get held back. But yeah, regardless of that aside,
I'm not saying you should have let him pass. Not at all. But I mean, that specific tackle he made was just, there was no...
Yeah. I just don't think it's a red.
He should have just hit him with a young body check.
Yeah, body check him, pull his shirt, whatever. But what he did there was absolutely no need.
Yeah, the reason why I wouldn't have given the red is because I think slow-mo made it look worse than it actually was, in the sense that it made it look like the gap between Kepa and Mane was so big that like Mane was definitely getting there. But if you watch it in real time, it all happens like really quickly, and Kepa's like right there at the incident. So yeah, I wouldn't have given the red because I think there was a reasonable chance that Kepa gets there. I don't think he's clean through on goal, Mane, but yeah, I don't think that cost him the game. Yeah, that's been the Back 5 review show. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to watch, like, share, subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts on this week's proceedings. And don't forget to join our FPL League and follow us on Instagram. And of course, again, subscribe. So you can win nice prizes. You're running out of time for the first deadline, which is in 9 days. What's the date?
10 days.
9? I don't know, 9 days. 10 days. So yeah, better get moving because we're leaving you behind. So stay safe, everyone.